Alright, so I promised you that I would go through this whole list of atrocious Hanukkah images that I found from a Pinterest link. And I apologize for any of bad recording or anything, if I stumble any words or anything, because I don't have any editing software, microphones, you name it. So once again, I apologize. But first off, we have this menorah here that it clearly attempted to be a menorah. As you can see here, it tried to have the 7th and 8th candle. But it has this bar here instead that makes it look like there's nipples that need to be censored or something. Next, we have these little ornaments on here that we clearly eat for Hanukkah. If you didn't know that, what we do is we go into Gentiles' houses in the middle of the night, and then we steal them, and then we use them for our secret ritual. And so next image, we have a menorah that it tried to be a normal menorah, but it looks like it has either a birth defect, a tumor, I don't know. There's something medically wrong with this menorah. Next off, this was the dreidels that I showed you earlier on my Tumblr. I didn't go to Hebrew school, but I can easily tell you that these are not Hebrew letters. And I went to English school. This is not, I don't even know what that letter is. Perhaps my preschool teachers failed me. I don't know. Next off, we have this weird candelabra here that you have this one that's randomly hanging off precariously. You have 15 days of Hanukkah, which if you thought it was 8, it's a lie, honestly. You should have, don't listen to the media. Then we have some fake numbers. We have this Y here. We have this thing that looks like it's going to be starting to be a swastika, which, as everyone knows, that's peak Hanukkah decorations. Then you have this image here, which you have, once again, a candelabra that's being held precariously, that's basically floating, because I don't know how strong that is. It must be steel hug, but I don't recognize these foods at all as Jewish food, or any foods for the matter. But let me know. I might be wrong. Next, we have these paper lanterns, which are really more for Jewish Christmas, let's be real. Good attempt, but like I said, it's Jewish Christmas. Also, we have these foods that I have no idea once again. We have this random precariously floating candle here. We don't even have one on the other side. Honestly, consistency is key. There should have 2 of them. Next off, we have this wreath, and the description said that there were dreidels on here, but once again, I don't see any dreidels. I do like these stars here. It makes it look like it's 4th of July, so 2-in-1 Hanukkah decoration and 4th of July decoration. But what really is great is these candles that are floating. It's like Harry Potter or something. And then this garland here, once again, held together by this spot on this door and this candle. And what's great here is you have this like here, but there's no rhyme or reason. You have some random street like that don't lead anywhere. Honestly, one of my favorites. Next, you have this thing that said that it was a jar of gelt and dreidels, which I don't see either. All I see here is a jar full of lies. This one, it looks better at first than some of the other images, but that's a really low bar. Also, once again, the thing said that we had dreidels. I'm not seeing any. We have this weird jack-looking thing, but once again, no dreidels. And then this one was like, oh, cool Hanukkah centerpieces. It said personal menorahs. Yeah, I don't know, like, feels like a menorah that, like, an invasive species or something. I have no idea. You have these, like, dice kind of things that fail at being either a dreidel or a dice. Then we have some attempts at being stars. You got some of them right. None of them are Stars of David. But my favorite one is this one right here. This is, like, I was about to say this is, like, an attempt at drawing a star, but even when I didn't know how to draw a star when I was a kid, it was still 99.9 times better than that. And so now we get to the new spellings of Hanukkah. So we got Hanukkah. We have this weird looking like AG kind of thing. We have this, does this one say, oh, it doesn't say anything. More Hanukkah or Hamkon? I don't know. Again, what even are these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9. So 9 on that one. That's actually correct, but wait, maybe. Yeah, so it's correct, but it's also very wrong. It's not a kosher menorah. So I don't know how to tell you. You should probably use the dinosaur one instead. This one, you have 2 on this side, 3 on this side. You have the other candle right there. I forget the word for it. Now we have some weird, once again, we have this leaning candle here that feels like a fire hazard. We have this one that, like, blinks. It's a conjoined menorah thingy that's not a menorah or a candelabra. These weird symbols that, once again, it looks like you're, like, I don't know, is that letter in Russian? I don't know. It looks Greek or something. I don't know. Well, actually, that's actually funny now that I say that, because it's all about the Greeks. We overcame them. So maybe that's it. I don't know. Now we have some pretty, this one was like Hanukkah, but, which, I have no words for this, but Hanukkah spelled right. This is not, I don't know, it looks kind of like Lithuanian or something, like Yakelai Stayi. I don't know. It's coming out of church. I didn't know this. I wasn't, clearly wasn't raised Christian, but you know, that's a good selling point. If you guys have horse heads in your churches, you don't. So I think we need to do that. We got these weird looking, guys. Looks like it's saying like Pani Jonat or something. I don't know. Some weird people. We have this thing that looks vaguely like it's supposed to be like, I don't know, I get Holocaust vibes from it. Not Hanukkah vibes. You got this thing. You got Hanukkah that's spelled right. Once again, horses. I didn't know those were Hanukkah, but, you know. Next we have candle holder that 6 candles. It tried. It failed. Once again, failed a menorah attempt. I can't even say menorah at this point. And these are failing to be one. Dreidels, once again, not dreidels. You have this random floating one that looks normal at first, but then the physics of it or whatever it is does not make sense. You also have this like that's cutting the in half. It looks kind of like my fireplace in my old home, but we didn't have anything cutting in half. Random red dreidels are what really sell it because they're just so random. Next we have this flag here, which it says it's a photo booth. These look like they were made by kids, but like any child could do better than this. There's this random floating one. If I was a kid, I would at least connect it. Like what I would have squeezed it in between. You got some fake numbers because you got honestly not too much to say here other than honestly look at it. It's bad. Once again, a failed menorah. We got a minimalist aesthetic here. I have no idea anymore. You have this random candle right there. And this one, oh, okay. How many does this one have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10? Or something, I don't know. Looked like it's a menorah that got, like when your jewelry gets all knotted up. You have this ornament here that grew a succulent, which I didn't know that was a thing. Who knew? And you have all these random candles here. Now we have these ones. These look like smiley fries, which honestly, we should add those to Hanukkah. I don't know what they are. We have these failed attempts at dreidels again. We have a menorah that only has 4 sides. We have these random people there. Once again, okay, we have one that's, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 10. Okay, it was really close. Once again, I don't know. There's just one that's like from here. We got a dreidel that says 10, 10. We have this guy that looks like he's sitting that's floating. I don't know. We have these straws. Okay, this one's probably my favorite menorah because it looks normal at first, but then it looks like all the candles, like, this is like astigmatism looks like. There's this thing going on that's viral. This is a Christmas tree looks like astigmatism. This is what a menorah looks like with astigmatism, honestly. And someone who has astigmatism, this is what it looks like. You have these stars that once again attempt to be Stars of David, but they fail. I don't even know what these are. There's probably something weird here, but I don't even have time to look at that. Let's be real. And now here, we have some Stars of David that are actually Stars of David, which is impressive. We have this menorah here. Once again, one of my favorites, because look at that. I would hate to try to light that. That feels like a fire hazard. Like the moment you try to put one candle in, the other candle is going to fall out. You have some English, allegedly. You have this like streak there. I don't even know what this is. This looks like a bug or something. Very cowboy theme. And then we have Harika. I don't know. We got an actual David here. That's from a Christmas tree. So maybe this is for your interfaith families. These menorahs actually have 4 things, but they also look a little weird. They look phallic to me, but maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm reaching for straws here. Now we have what looks like a fire hazard. And the kicker of this image is what the description of it said. That said it has Stars of David on these pillows. I did basic geometry in 8th grade. That's not a star. This is even a diamond like the other ones. All these candles are really stressing me out. This is how my mom feels during Hanukkah. She gets freaked out like I'm gonna burn the house down. But this is actually gonna burn the house down, let's be real. And then we have this random picture of like a car here that reminds me of Supernatural, which once again, peak Hanukkah decor. And we have this menorah here. It starts off so well right here, and then it just goes and fails. It's like me in the semester at the end of the semester versus the beginning of the semester. And that's it. I feel like there was other things that I could have mentioned, but this is already 13 minutes long. And anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for seeing these horrifying images of me. I'll go through them once again, maybe see if there was anything I missed. I know somewhere there was like a fork that was a spork, but like spork and a fork in a way that you would never imagine, which I honestly think, here it is. The real kind of sporks. Normal sporks are honestly an affront to God, but this one in particular, it makes me reappreciate sporks. And then there was one other thing that I wanted to point out. Is this piece of like here that's like randomly growing out the wall? Because apparently not even just menorahs can have tumors. This wall has one too, and something's growing. But anyway, thank you for watching. Sorry for this jumbled mess of a thing. At least it's not as much of, which is more of a jumbled mess. My ability to speak basic English